consider kids stressed, right? But ACE can happen even at young babies, young children, and so it's that stress that happens early, or trauma that could be witnessing domestic violence. Or being a victim of domestic violence, any type of physical violence, sexual violence, divorce, right? Divorce is considered a ACE. This is a event that caused enough stress on that child to kind of just change their whole dynamic, how they see themselves, how they see the world. Some other ACEs, incarceration. If you had a loved one that was jailed, that is considered an ACE. So you had a primary figure in your life and it just been taken away from you. And so that's considered an ACE. And so a lot of our households actually have quite a few of these experiences that happen. And again, they change so many things very early on. If you have so many, it can change actually the brain chemistry in children, very young children. Um, and so, we have to, and if untreated, it can lead to maladaptive behavior, right? So things like our coping. So that's how our teenagers get into like smoking, because they're trying to cope. We call it in the counseling field, self medication, right? So they're self medicating these issues that they're having. So that's where we get into the vaping, the smoking, the using of drugs, because they're trying to cope by the time that they're teenagers. But that self medication can also be overeating, right? Some people can even use sex as a coping mechanism, right? And so, when we start these habits of coping in maladaptive ways, and it can also lead to early death, right? Because it leads to risky behavior, unprotected sex, and things of that nature. And so, we have to be very careful. They even have like a chart that'll show you, like, if you have so many, and like, your life expectancy. And a lot of people just don't know and understand that this is serious.